Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this refrain goes. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way when you're in love to stay. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and
Look who's back.
Yes, it's us. Back once again for another Halloween spooktacular.
Absolutely. It is
Yes.
Spook-a-Boo II.
The
Yes.
spookening.
The spookening or the podcastering, you see. Because
Yes.
last year, you'll remember, because everyone remembers.
Yes, of
It
course.
was a monumental achievement in 2020 and
The
21.
greatest audio broadcast
Yes.
put forth last year in the month of October towards the end of it.
And nothing else happened to grab
Ab-
interest away.
Absolutely
No.
nothing else happened. Everything was fine.
Absolutely.
Don't think about it too much.
Yes, but we're back.
Yes,
Because
we're
we
back.
learned some things
And
from
we
our
need
dealings
money.
with the Icebox Radio Theater. Yes.
We need money.
We should introduce ourselves. I am the Winter Warlock.
And I am Sidney Thermidor.
And we are a team which needs money, actually. Let's
Yes,
not put
they
too fine a
raised
point
rent
it.
on our cave. It's
Uh-huh.
it's truly a desperate situation.
We have
but,
a housing bubble. in
Yes,
town.
yes, we have a caving bubble, and it's about to collapse.
So? But we understand
Yes.
from our dealings with the Icebox Radio Theater that podcasting is very popular right now.
yes,
It's
podcasting seems to be the only thing you can make money at these days. So we've decided we're going to get in on it.
Absolutely. But I have one question.
Yes?
Before we start a podcast, what's this thing do?
Oh, that's a dead cat. I figured you'd like it. It also stops you
Cool.
from puffing at the mic too much.
I never puffed at the mic, not since the litigation.
Oh, you puff plenty.
Puff. Anyway, I'm having a wonderful time. But we are here with a wonderful program
Yes,
of stuff and
yes.
things.
We have many things for you. Once again, we have a fantastic movie that the Icebox Radio has so kindly commentated over for our
yes.
enjoyment and yours.
Aha.
We have a lovely classic radio production as well.
I
Yes,
love
yes,
those old shows.
yes. And we
Everyone
have
in them is dead now. How does
yes,
that
that's
make
the
you
best
feel?
part.
Yes.
I've outlived all of them, even though they were my contemporaries.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
And of course, we have a brand new audio drama from the Icebox Radio Theater as well.
It's quite terrifying.
I know,
should lean
yes.
into the mic. I heard it's quite terrifying.
Yes, yes.
But one of the things that we want to impress upon you is the money aspect,
Yes.
which you can go to iceboxradio.org/live, and there's all kinds of information with dollar signs attached. So please go there to help us, and I assume by extension the IVRT.
Yes, please be generous, as we have once again kidnapped them this year.
Oh, is that what happened? I wondered why you went out Thursday. You said you went out for milk, but you didn't come back with milk. You came back with cages.
They don't need much feeding, do they?
No, well, we'll wait a few weeks and see how things are going.
We'll see how the pledges roll in
Yes.
on whether the starving artists get to drop that moniker.
Absolutely. Well, the aforementioned motion picture is Queen of Snakes.
Yes, Queen of Snakes.
Reminds me of his ex-wife. I shouldn't
Oh,
be away from the mic.
don't get me started on her.
So we should dive right in, do you think, and see the Funny in a Small Town Crew.
Yes, the Funny in a Small Town Crew
Yes.
riffing Queen of Snakes.
Let's go there now.
Do you know what the scientific name for snakes are?
No.
Okay.
Crawlus umbilicus.
Queen of snakes, more like regent of reptiles, am I right?
And that's the first joke in this riff of Queen of Snakes.
Welcome, everyone, to our Halloween riff.
You know it's Halloween because we say spooky.
Buckle up, bitches.
Sit back, pull up a nice slice of couch, and watch this lady nap.
Oh, the excitement.
Yeah, you tell him, Atticus Finch.
Or is she blind? Are we making fun of a blind person? Oh, no.
Oh, okay, good.
I'll just never finish this Twilight series.
Too dull. Go Team Jacob.
Where's my hot Frankenstein man?
Okay, that is my Aunt Claris's second bedroom.
If I ring one more time, I'm making an extended gesticulation.
Is it Christmas yet?
You're too slow.
I agree.
What if it had been an emergency?
Was it an emergency?
No, it was not, but it could have been. I could have been lying dead on the
Also could
floor
have
for
not
all
been.
you knew.
If you were dead on the
might have
floor,
been.
how could you ring the bell?
Oh, she got me there.
I would have found a way.
That makes no sense. Do you need something, Mother?
Clearly, I do, or I would not have rung the bell.
Of course, Mother.
I need you
What
to
can I
go.
do for you?
I need a new
I'm
Afghan.
thirsty.
What may I get you?
I want tea.
Yes, Mother. Right away,
In
Mother.
my snake mug.
With milk.
Yes, Mother.
Ooh, like Craig
And
Ferguson?
do it the
I'd love one
English
of
way. Milk first.
Of course, Mother.
those. Doing it the English way.
That sounds dirty.
It does.
We're out of milk, Mother. Is milk okay?
Cobwebs. Spiders. Nasty little creatures.
I am hungry.
I hate this room.
You know, we're not too fond of it either at this point. We've been watching the movie
I hate
for
this
5 years.
room. I hate this window. I hate that
The wind
ficus.
anymore. So much running to and fro.
Sometimes
Are
too.
you?
Mostly fro.
Are you really running anywhere?
Granted. No gratitude.
She's moved her hands so
Gracious.
far in the movie. That's it. Yeah.
Spend a day in my shoes.
Man, do you think they have an Afghan for every chair in the house?
Once.
At least
Mother?
two.
She got really carried away making a
He's
tea
darling.
doily.
Why on
And
earth
it
would
just
you
draped
feel
over
need
the
to
whole
sneak
chair
around
now.
Like that?
I wasn't sneaking around, Mother.
No, of course not. You're not Henry.
You were slithering around.
What?
Henry is not sneaking around on me.
He's doing it out in the open like I like
And
it.
from whom did you hear that? Your little gossipy friend, Mrs. Davis?
From
She
whomst?
is not gossipy. She simply
is
pays
not my
attention to the
friend.
comings and goings in this town.
Mostly
Without
the
her, I would
comings.
never have any idea who is coming and who is going. And in regards to that young man who constantly professes such deep love for you,
He's coming.
seems to be far more of the former.
That's
If
kind of
you
what he
catch
means when he
my
says
meaning.
that.
Oh, baby doll, I love you. How's your sister?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she chose that skirt so she might blend in with the cabinets. Kind of
I'm
like
gonna
camouflage.
disappear now.
Let me know if you need anything else.
I'll be
I
shellacking my bangs.
And furthermore, I don't much care for you.
I win.
With that gesture, I have solidified my victory.
Nice hooters.
The owls aren't half bad either.
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Oh, I just wish I could see what's in that photograph.
Me too.
Rotary dial
It's like a
for your
ghost photo
pleasure.
from the 1890s.
Transylvania 65000.
Da-da-da-da.
Henry, it's Betty.
Who?
Who? What? Ah, you beat me to it.
Swell. I'm doing swell.
You're swelled? You should go to the doctor.
I sure am. I was just gonna call
Jump cut.
You were?
Yes, darling, I
The size of
was.
her
I was gonna
ears.
see if you were free for a little rendezvous later this evening.
All the better to hear you with.
Yeah,
that's
it's
French.
It means a meetup, a get together, a date, baby.
Oh, of course. I'd love
A
to.
hangout, a hookup.
What are you thinking?
I like
Not sure
French
yet.
things.
Not sure.
I'm not hip to this
See,
slang,
I got some
dude.
immediate and pressing business
I'll
to
bring my
handle.
rusty
Give
trombone.
you a call in a few hours and we can figure it out
Wait,
then.
no,
What
I'm not going
kind
to
of
ask.
business?
Business, baby doll. Don't worry your pretty little head, all right?
Cocaine.
Just give me an hour or two,
Selling
three
cocaine.
tops, then I'll figure out tonight.
Dealing cocaine to
Deal?
children.
Sure.
Kilos, kilo after kilo.
Kilo after kilo.
Hip hookers and cocaine.
Call you later.
How else are you?
Say hello to my little
Bye.
friend.
How else are you supposed to deal with this new math anyway?
Where else do you think I learned French? Cocaine's real big with the Frenchies.
You know,
I learned.
Did I leave
learned
the oven on?
I learned French to deal my cocaine better.
Someone's at the door.
I
Die.
know, Mother.
Then answer it.
Don't wanna.
Right away, Mother.
Mother
I
obvious.
swear, one of these days I'm gonna.
One of these days, bang, zoom, straight to the
Yes,
moon.
Mother.
Meanwhile, in the
Who
heartbeat.
was it?
It was the delivery man.
The delivery man.
The delivery
What did
man.
he deliver?
A delivery.
Yet another Amazon package, Mother.
It looks very old. Let's see.
People haven't wrapped
It
packages in
appears
string
to be
like this since
addressed
the
to a
60s.
Dr.
It's my
Abbott.
collection of naked
Oh,
Wilfred
I guess
Brimley
it was delivered
photographs.
By mistake. Give it to me, Mother. I'll see if the delivery man is still in the neighborhood.
Yeah,
Perhaps I can
gimme.
Return it.
Now wait. The address is this house.
That's weird.
There's
Usually it's
no
a number
return
followed by a
address.
street.
Let me see.
The plot thickens.
So it is.
Yes. Oh.
How mysterious. Give it back to me.
Don't wanna.
Give it
Rear
back to me.
bedroom, 123
Mother,
House
why?
Avenue.
Because I said so.
You can't keep it and you can't open it.
Child. What kind of monster do you think I am?
The horrible
Go
kind.
around opening other people's mail. Clearly it was addressed wrong. I simply want to examine it closer to see if perhaps there's something there that we're not seeing. That
Like
might
the
tell us
contents
where
of that
it came from
package.
and where it needs to go.
I know
Jessica, can you
exactly
reach the
where it
church key
needs
there?
to go.
Sorry, folks.
Yes, I
Back
can.
To the delivery man.
Dear Lord, that's worse than
Oh.
I did not expect that to be quite so,
Bad?
yes.
Oh, yes.
I
And
almost
false
did-
advertising yet. I see neither queen nor snake.
Yeah, we have
far.
not seen hide nor scale of either of those things, and I'm
Yes.
beginning to think there's no Queen of Snakes in this movie.
Still, honestly, I'd take that bedroom. It's very pleasant in a 70s sort of way.
It's very beige.
Oh, God. The whole movie is
The whole,
beige.
the whole movie is very beige.
It's one of those
Ugh.
where I thought it was in black and white till I realized, no, that's just the look of the film.
I'm glad I didn't supervise them while I had them watch that movie because
No, you're
ooh,
too red.
yeah, I know
You would have shocked the entire crew into
they would have called me
shock
some
silence.
kind of charlatan or hooer.
Yes, and then you never would have met the Queen of Snakes.
No, absolutely not.
Well, let's see. That will be back. Don't worry. If
Yes,
you were
there
worried, you
will
wouldn't
be
get to
more
see
film.
more of that movie.
There will be more film and more of the funny in the small town crew, of course.
Absolutely.
But for now,
yes.
we will be starting our own podcast.
Yes, a podcast.
The first podcast on the right, a true crime podcast so unique that you just can't even imagine it.
Dun, 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 dun.
That's when the homicide started. Yes.
Absolutely. Our first case that we're going to investigate involves an unsolved murder from 20 years ago where a strange
20 years
man
ago,
with red
good, yeah.
face and lobster claws was spotted leaving a convenience store in Moline, Illinois.
I may have to put the kibosh on this one. I don't believe the statute of limitations and all that. That may have been me.
Well, wait, if you have insight into who might have committed this
Well,
heinous crime.
well, the
you should-
statute. Look, you need me as a roommate. We can't afford this cave on our own.
Oh.
Statute of
true.
limitations. Let's move on to a different one.
All right.
This one happened 55 years ago. I think
Yes,
that's
yes.
long enough ago.
Uh-huh.
A triple homicide in the small town of Biloxi, Missouri. The family was the only thing they could find were fibers from a cheap white wig, and some. Oh,
You said Biloxi, Missouri?
yes.
I don't think we can do this one either.
Oh, crud.
It's like true crime. Who knew there was a shortage of good crimes to investigate?
Who knew that we were the only ones doing good crimes?
Absolutely. Well, at any rate, ignore all of that we just said, especially if you're the authorities. And where are we going next?
Let's go ahead and cut that out.
Yes, let's cut.
Yes.
That was right.
Right. Anyway, we'll go back to some more Queen of Snakes while we
Oh, yes.
figure out maybe a safer topic for our podcast.
Absolutely. But remember, what's not safe is to not go. This is somewhat confusing. Go to
Yes.
iceboxradio.org/live. because we need the money.
We need the money. The Icebox Radio Theater needs the money.
Yeah.
And they would absolutely love to be set free from our crabby clutches.
Absolutely. And you can go there now while we go and enjoy more Queen of Snakes.
The IBRT's Threadless store is now open. T-shirts, hoodies, even phone cases and protective face masks are now available at our very own merch outlet, iceboxradio.threadless.com. Choose from the IBRT logos, Scoop Sisters, Funny in a Small Town, Frozen Frights, and more. Then choose your merch, clothing for men, women, and kids in a variety of colors, accessories including buttons, stickers, mugs, and tote bags. Even notebooks and skateboards are available, and every sale helps the Icebox Radio Theater continue to bring the Northland's stories to the world. That's the Icebox Radio merch store at iceboxradio.threadless.com, or just visit iceboxradio.org. Oh, kind of a weird movie. It was pretty sure. Oh, never mind.
Betty, the telephone.
Contact 309.
It's like having a play-by-play announcer in your house.
Commissioner's office.
Crawford residence.
Hey, baby.
My extended warranty? What do you mean?
Ugh.
Good Lord.
Well, it takes a lot of calories to live her lifestyle.
Don't you want any more horseshoe crab and cold peas?
Rather have some.
You see what that's missing is some gravy. Yes. A little bit of gravy goes a long way. And a lot of gravy
Is there
goes
something
further.
wrong with your dinner? You barely touched it.
No, it's delicious.
I'm just feeling a bit
I'm just not
beige.
particularly hungry right now.
Shall I take it from you?
No, it's fine. I'm still going to try.
No, I'm gonna let it
All right,
rot
Mother.
like me in this
Who was on the
room.
phone?
I was going to render it down to its component materials with acid and suck it up with my glycerate
And what did Henry
Your
want?
what?
and
He
proboscis.
and I are going on a date tonight to see a movie.
I'd like to roll that tape back.
What?
Mother.
Just the two of you?
Of course. It wouldn't be much of a date if it weren't.
Which is
Then it would be a
exactly the
throuple.
point I've been trying to make.
Just the
Mother,
three of
have a
us.
lovely time.
I will.
Me and you
Well,
and
just
you and
for
her.
that, I don't wanna.
Cinepho, little brown
Yeah,
dress.
Don't let me stop you.
It's the same color as the butcher paper your meat
Yes.
comes wrapped in.
Quite.
And the rest of the house.
Finally alone to play with my box.
Been waiting to get my hands on this package ever since the man brought it.
It's a little old, but I like it that way.
A little stringy too, but you know. That was
Am
her
I
moral-
really going to commit a federal crime? Yes, I am.
I could have sworn it was a book.
From the Flava Flav collection.
That's right. I won this at the auction at the Sci-Fi Con.
Beautiful.
Signed up with a fake name.
Who exactly is she looking for?
Yeah, who's looking?
Did anyone sneak? Did a ghost
The
sneak into the
spiders
corner?
and
Yeah.
dusty corners.
All right.
I love rubbing it in a circular motion with my fingers.
Well, it
Especially
does go with
the
that.
bump in the middle.
It does go with that outfit. You gotta admit. Whoa.
Damn,
Wow.
you can never get it that fast.
Get the London look.
Here comes the bride, all dressed in white.
Moisturize me.
It's the new Gwyneth Paltrow line.
Goop for snakes.
Not sure, kind of thinking that might have been the Queen of Snakes.
Hey, whoa, hey, how you doing? Whoa.
What movie is this? Oh, they're making out, I see.
This is Diet Dr. Pibb.
God, I just love the commercials before these things start.
May I ask you a question?
It's a young Colonel Sanders.
Will you promise not to get mad that I'm asking?
Why do I feel like that dude in the far back is the main character and we're just unaware?
Ask me, babe.
Just promise me.
Is there a hole in the bottom of that popcorn box?
What's going on, babe?
I don't care. I just really want to know now.
Yeah, well, after the mistake with the soda last time, I figured the popcorn was a safer bet.
Well,
That wasn't a question.
are you?
Are you serious?
It's just
Babe, do I look greasy enough to cheat?
Mrs. Davis.
I mean,
She may be
really.
the town gossip, but she's rarely wrong.
Just throw a used napkin
cheating
into the
on you, babe.
popcorn?
Promise?
I promise.
Good. Thank you.
Next time you go to a movie that isn't a special showing for the newsies.
Newsies and kids.
They said the convention was out here, right?
Meanwhile, at Neverland Ranch.
Where the f*** am I?
Ovaltine. Need Ovaltine.
Boy, I could really go for sucking a squirrel dry.
I'm home amongst these dead trees.
Did I leave the oven on?
I remember this scene from The Brave Little Toaster.
Oh!
I really wish I hadn't been taking a drink just there. So.
Blanky!
So far away.
Tits look amazing in this dress.
I think I'm walking.
It's the all Sleestack production of Hamlet. That's Ophelia.
These early Lady Gaga videos are pretty weird.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play.
Oh, that was great.
Do I smell?
For the viewers
Roast
at home, her
beef?
hair is now more gray.
Ham.
No.
Mystery meat, dry scalloped potatoes, and peas.
You know, this is actually very informative, as sweet potatoes are actually a good alternative for most seniors.
Why is she eating the peas with her hands? Well, should we be seeing this?
Oh, I don't think anyone should be seeing this. I'm supposed to hate this meal that you prepared for me.
If she knows I love her cooking, I'll never be able to get away with anything again.
Oh, so bitch.
Must use superior intellect to tools. Yes, of course. The fork.
Quit forking around. Perfect.
It's a fork in a box.
Flawless.
Mother!
I'm lost finding my way to your room again.
Whoa.
Oh, that's cold.
Huzzah, there is a queen.
There is. I think I'm in love.
Oh, you'll have
yes.
to fight me for her.
Ah,
Fistalogs.
no, it's fine. Why? What
Fisticuffs
have
for
you?
her.
Pistols at dawn for the fair queen of snakes.
You may have me on this one.
Absolutely. Oh, but you can have Betty, because Betty's back from the date finally.
Oh, right, yes, the date. Ugh.
Oh, yes.
I've been doused in butter more times than I care to admit, and even I find that man greasy.
Oh,
Ooh.
absolutely. Well, that was Queen of Snakes, and we'll have
Yes.
more of them later because we want to see more of that hot babe
More
in the
of-
wedding dress.
More of that, of course, but now to something we think you'll really enjoy.
Yes.
Thing on the Formal Board, a classic radio show featuring some of my contemporaries from back in the day that I do think everyone will get a bit of a kick out
It's
of.
a formal
Yes.
board. That's one of those boards where they put the 4 little beers right in a row and they bring it out to you. Right?
No,
Right?
no.
No?
The formal board is
No.
that thing that you use to frame up a wall. It's a 2x4.
Oh, 2x4.
And then you use that to put up the wall, and everything works out just so nicely. You know, it's not actually 2 inches by 4 inches.
No, that's true. They
It's
rip you off.
It's shaved down slightly. The lumber industry getting another penny out of us penny pinchers.
Oh, did you see what he did there?
Yes.
He not only
I have
social commentary on
I have a
retail
sense of humor
practices.
about my hideous deformity, as you need to have.
Anyway, so this is the thing on the foldable board.
Yes.
Not the sexy board or the 60 board. They
No,
couldn't
no,
afford
no,
one, so
no.
it's just
Yes,
foldable.
yes.
Very
Only
good.
for no more, no less.
Now, so it's from a radio program, one of my favorites, which is entitled Quiet Please.
Yes.
And we'd like you to be quiet, please.
Or we'll pinch you.
Yes. Or you can always just go to iceboxradio.org/live.
You can donate money,
Yes.
and if you donate enough money, you can be as loud as you want during the podcast.
Absolutely, but listen to this because it's a classic radio show and it's really quite terrifying. You're not going to see the end coming. Let me
You
just
may
say
be
that.
shocked silent.
And if you're not good, we'll bring back the Queen.
Yes.
Besides, so off we go then. Old time radio lives.
And podcasting lives as well. We need to figure out our next podcast.
Oh God, you're right. How are you at sports?
Oh, I'm great at sports.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, you'll see when we start the show.
Quiet, please. The Mutual Broadcasting System presents Quiet Please, which is written and directed by Willis Cooper and which features Ernest Chappell. Quiet Please for tonight is called The Thing on the Furball Board. Me, I'm a roughneck. Well, I was a roughneck, 20 years ago. A little too old, too slow now. Besides, I got $1 now. I don't have to be a roughneck, you see. Married, got a nice home. Have to meet my wife. Hey, Mike. Her name's Maxine, but she likes to be called Mike. Mike! I guess she's busy out in the kitchen someplace. Besides, she doesn't hear very well. Shame, too. She's so pretty and everything. Well, you'll meet her. Sit down. I was saying I was a roughneck. Well, no, that doesn't mean exactly what you think it means. A roughneck is an oil field worker, specifically a guy in a drilling crew. Call them roughnecks like you call a section hand on the railroad a gandy dancer, a garage hand a grease monkey. Same time you work around a drilling crew for a while, you're going to be a roughneck in every sense of the word, boy. A derrick floor or a forball board's no place for a guy with a bow tie. Because when you have to fool around with drilling holes that go farther down the ground than it is from the top of Pike's Peak down to sea level, sure they do. The time I was a roughneck, we got this one well down to 7,313 feet. That was a record. But last May, Pure Oil brought one in out in the Natrona Valley in Wyoming at 14,309 feet. That, friend, is almost 3 miles. Quite a hole, that, huh? Sure, I don't think there's an oil man in the world that don't wonder one time or another what's down there, besides rock and oil and gas. Oil that's made out of trees that died 20 million years ago. Oil that's made out of dinosaur bones. Oil that's maybe made out of the flesh and blood of men, maybe, that beat each other to death with a stone axe, ate saber-toothed tiger for lunch. Yeah, you get to wondering. You look at the cores that come up from way down there, and sometimes the little shells, trilobites mostly, that was alive when Manhattan Island, where New York is, was under half a mile of ice. We found something once, me and Billy Grunwald, and something found us. I'll tell you about it. We were down to around 5,400 feet. We'd set casing. We began to get water, so we had to stop drilling and cement off. Well, you see, when water begins to seep in the hole, you pull your drill pipe, then you let down a cementing shoe inside the casing, and you plug up the bottom of the hole, casing and all, with quick hardening waterproof cement. Then when it's hard, you drill through the cement and go on down, and the cement outside the casing at the bottom keeps the water out. Well, we had the drill pipe all pulled and racked. The cement was setting, see? So we was shut down, waiting for it to harden. We'd been coring just before. You see, a core drill is hollow. And as the bit digs down, it stuffs the drillings up inside it, so when you pull it out, you got a sample of the kind of stuff you're going through. And a geologist can tell a lot from that. So there's nobody around the rig except me that night. The rest of the crew's going into town. I was toasting some pork chops over the forge for my supper. I heard a car pulling up. Look out, it's Billy Grunwald, the geologist, and I give him a hello. Hi, Billy. Come and have a pork chop.
Hi, Porky. Where's everybody?
Yeah, all went to town. I'm the whole crew.
You know, I had 3 blowouts between here and Oxnard.
Yeah, I wondered where you was. Ted said you'd be in here about 3.
Yeah, I would have been, except for my tough luck. Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, hungry?
Starved.
Yeah, I got 7 pork chops. And bread. And some coffee, kind of.
Swell. Yeah, I got a bottle in the car.
We're going to have a banquet.
Hey, where's that core? That's what I came up here to look at.
Yeah, back there on the bench. Look at it after supper.
Hey.
What?
Didn't you say you were all alone here?
Uh-huh.
I thought I heard somebody talking.
I don't see anybody. Keep an eye on that pork chop. You won't have any supper.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Yeah, let me put the coffee on. Like so.
When'd you finish cementing?
This morning. Last tower only made about 10 feet of holes, so Ted shut down before we get flooded out of house and home.
Funny about that water.
How?
Oughtn't to be any at that level, according to my figuring.
Well, there is.
Is it salt?
Sure, right out of the bottom of the ocean.
That's funny. Well, maybe I'll be able to tell something from the core. Yeah, I hope so. The last core I looked at, I'd have sworn we were getting into shale.
Ain't seen none yet from the cuttings.
It's funny.
Here, your pork chop's done. Yeah, take some bread.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, man.
Good, huh? Yeah, put on another. I had 2 already before you come.
Yeah, much obliged. Yeah, you never can tell what's down there. You get it all mapped and plotted out, all the strata. And all you know is what comes out of the hole.
Yeah, I'd like to go down there sometime if I was little enough.
Never get you down a hole.
Yeah, you'd fit. You're skinny.
I'll stay up here and look at the cores, Bud. Where is that one?
Behind you. Over there.
Oh. Well, I'll have a look at it.
Why don't you wait till you finish your supper?
I'm just going to look at it. Put on another pork chop for me.
Okay.
Well, I wish those screech owls would keep...
What's the matter?
Hey, wait a minute, Porky.
Well, what do you...
Listen.
What's eating you?
You know, I'd have sworn there's somebody up there on that portable board.
Ah, you're crazy. There's nobody up there.
Getting against those stands of drill pipe.
Ah, they're just rack crooked. One of them slipped. Come on back and eat your pork chop.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Only I...
What you so jittery about, Billy? Come on, eat your sandwich. Here.
Yeah, well, thanks, Porky. I don't know. I'm just naturally that way, I guess. I'm always scared of the dark. Doggone it, I hate to be a baby, but I can't help it.
Scared of the dark? Honest?
Stupid, ain't it?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody's scared of something.
Someone's come for a nutritious breakfast.
What?
Hello, my name is Boo. Let me finish. Booberry. My ghostly good blueberry-flavored cereal, Booberry, is part of this complete breakfast.
Boo to you, Blueberry. Frankenberry's got strawberry-flavored marshmallows.
Count Chocula's got chocolate marshmallows.
But I've got blueberry-flavored marshmallows.
Frankenberry.
Count Chocula.
And Booberry.
Cool costume, Ronald.
Show off.
But the McNugget Buddies need costumes, too. We don't want to be chicken on Halloween.
May I? You wanna be frightened, wanna be scary, wanna be something wildly hairy.
But you don't wanna be chicken on Halloween.
Anything you want,
Anything you dare.
it all depends on what you wear.
Twins.
But you don't wanna be chicken on Halloween.
Now you tell me.
Me? Spiders scare the tar out of me. Black widows. Oh. I know how you feel, Billy.
There another light over here?
Yeah. Here.
Ah. Oh. That's better. Hey, listen, Porky. Go out to the car and look in the left-hand door pocket and bring back that bottle, will you? That's what I need.
Okay, kid. Okay. So I picked up a flashlight. I turned around and went outside. I found a car. And I got the bottle. And the floor of the derrick was all lit up, and when I saw a beam of light suddenly flash up toward the forward, and I laughed. Billy Grunwald and his ideas. Sure, I looked up. There wasn't a darn thing up there, except the drill pipe racked against the fingerboard. Oh, this, forward board. Well, you've seen oil derricks, or pictures of them. You know that little platform that runs around the outside of the derrick about halfway up? Well, that's the forward board. Well, you see, drill pipe comes in lengths, and you handle them with several lengths screwed together so as to save time getting them in and out of the hole. 2 lengths is a double, 3 is a triple, 4 is a forward. When you pull the pipe, you heist it up inside the derrick with a traveling block, which moves up and down from the crown block at the top of the derrick. And then when a forward pipe is pulled out, it's held in the rotary table. You break the joint with tongs, like a great big Stilton wrench, you see. Snub a cable that's fastened to the handle over the cathead on the drawworks, and that breaks the joint. Then you hold the tongs on the pipe, give the rotary table a few turns to unscrew it. You heist away with the traveling block and swing it over against the fingerboard, lean it against the derrick. The guy up on the forward board takes off the traveling block. You do it all over again till you got all the pipe out, you see? Well, there wasn't anybody up on the forward board except a screech owl, and it flew away. So Billy turned his light off, and I come on inside. And just as I come up the steps, he let out a yell.
Yay!
What's the matter? What's the matter, Billy?
Hey, come here. Look here.
Well, what's it?
Look, Porky.
Where did you find that?
Now, listen, Porky, I give you my word. That was embedded in the core.
Why, it couldn't be.
I tell you it was. Look where I dug it out. Hey, you know what? That rock there comes from a mile underground. And it's been a mile underground for 1,000,000 years. And look at this.
And I did look. And what he was holding was a gold ring. And it was all carved and filigreed just like jewelry. And there wasn't any kidding about it. It was real. No, wait a minute. Hang on, I ain't done. I poked at the core of rock that looked like a kind of petrified salami or something. And then it was my turn to pretty near jump out of my pants. Because right alongside the place where Billy dug out the ring, there was a mud-covered, but very unmistakable finger. I picked it up, and it was cold, and it was heavy, and it was solid rock. At least it felt like solid rock. And I looked at Billy, and Billy looked at me. He started to rub the mud off this here stone finger. And as he rubbed it, it begun to disappear. No, he could still feel it, he said, but when the mud was gone, neither one of us could see it. And he dropped it to the derrick floor. It went clunk, and we couldn't find it any place. So you know what we done? Well, we took that bottle and we took and finished it, Billy and me. We finished it in one slug apiece, and it was a full pint of bathtub gin. It tasted just like so much well water to me. And then we sat down on the derrick floor and we looked at each other. We didn't say a word. My eyes got heavier and heavier. The last thing I remember was I heard some kind of noise that seemed to be coming up from down the forward board 80 feet above us. I shut my eyes a minute. I guess I went to sleep. And I had awful dreams. Black widow, spiders crawling all over me with gold rings on their legs. Things I could hear, but I couldn't see, up on the floorboard. Billy Grunwald climbing up the ladder outside the derrick in the moonlight. Faces looking at me, and I couldn't figure out who they were. Then I was waked up by a horrible scream. A crash alongside me that shook the whole derrick. I opened my eyes to see Billy Grunwald lying on the floor 2 feet away with a broken neck. With a broken neck and his left hand, well, he put the gold ring on the little finger of his left hand, and the way his arms were spread out, his left little finger and the ring were gone. Well, friend, I got out of there. I run down to where Billy had left his car, and I got in. I stepped on the starter, and I couldn't get it to go, and then I remembered after I pretty near run down the battery that Billy had taken the key. I wasn't going up there and go through a dead man's clothes to get it. So I sat there in the car and shivered all by myself till daylight. And then Ted and the crew came. Afterwards, a state cop, and everybody in the world was asking me questions.
Did you and Billy have a fight, Porky?
I told you we didn't, Ted.
But you had been drinking.
We only had that little pint, Ted.
Well, what was he doing up on the floorboard?
Did you threaten him, and did he run up there to get away from you?
Listen, cop, don't be a chump. Billy Grunwald and I were good friends.
Then why'd you push him off the floorboard?
I didn't, I tell you. I wasn't up there.
Oh, what did he go up there for?
I don't know. I was asleep.
How do you know he was up there?
I didn't say he was. You said so. Besides, how would he break his neck if he didn't fall from way up there?
Well, look, officer. I think it was just another accident. I mean, we haven't got anything on Porky, and personally, I don't believe he did it.
Well, it's mighty mysterious.
So it is. But we got work to do. Now, how about it? That cement's hard down there, and I want to start drilling again, and I'm short-handed. Will you let Porky stay here till I run in my pipe again, and, well, then you can take him and ask him questions till you're blue in the face.
Well,
Okay. Let's get rolling. You got steam up, Happy?
I'm all set.
All right. Porky, you go from the floorboard.
What? Not me, Ted.
Well,
I wasn't prepared for how adequate my contemporaries did with this show.
Yes.
I think instead of sports, maybe we should start with that other idea we had of a wonderful self-help and spirituality podcast.
Right, so it's welcome to the Pork Chop Addiction Podcast.
I thought we were calling it 666 Steps to Self-Worth and
Very good, yes.
and courage, and not being afraid of the strange things on the audio.
Yes,
I need my protection spider.
I only ended up with this guy. Not quite sure what he's doing. Because look at that face. Look at that face.
What he's doing is his best, as we all do in this life.
You should be proud.
And your best is good enough, as long as your best involves going to iceboxradio.org/live and donating to help us help you help yourself.
Absolutely. And remember, all 666 chapters of our program are available as books on the Kindle for just $3.99 each, or all of them all at once for $5,000.
Yes, you can also get them in 700 separate hardcover copies through Amazon for the low price of $23,486.49.
Bound in pigskin.
Shipping not included. We couldn't get on Prime.
But now, before we go out to the podcast, now it's time to really make some money. Commercials.
Yes, commercials. The enterprise that drives capitalism. Commercialism.
This brought to you by Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Yes, of course. Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Those people that decided that I didn't bring that car back in time and charged me extra. You jerks.
I think we have our next true crime.
I think we do.
That was right. Well, let's go out
Two
there now.
people involved in this one.
Hey everyone, this is Jeff from the Icebox Radio Theater with a special offer for you. Stickers! That's right, we have brand new deluxe vinyl stickers from Sticker Ninja of our two beautiful logos, and we want to give them to you absolutely free if you can do us a solid. Now, I went to the podcast movement in Nashville, Tennessee this summer, and there I learned that word-of-mouth advertising is the best kind of advertising for podcasters. It's better than Facebook or Twitter or any other form of ad, so I want to ask you for a favor. Could you find two friends and tell them about one of our podcasts? Frozen Fright, Scoop Sisters, doesn't really matter which one, just so long as you let them know that you enjoy our show and you think they should check it out. Do that and I will gladly send along some beautiful new stickers absolutely free. Heck, we'll even pay the postage. Now there's a link to a form below where you can sign up or get more information, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for your time and keep listening.
Oh, don't be such a boob. There's nobody up there to shove you overboard. Yeah, you can put a safety line around you if you want to. And besides, you're getting paid to do what you're told. I've lost too much time already. Come on, get going.
So, okay, I go up on the forward. And you can bet I took a good gander around before I did anything else. No, I couldn't see a thing. So I signaled to the driller to let down the traveling block, and he did. Came sailing down from up above. I was just reaching for it to pick up the first four-bullet drill pipe. Gave a big jerk, and the cable broke. It dropped and nearly pulled me off the four-bullet. And it landed right on top of Ted. And if you have any idea what a guy looks like after 2 tons of metal land on him from 80 feet up, you keep your ideas to yourself. That was enough. 2 accidents in a row. The whole crew quit. They wasn't going to wait for a third. And it was Ted's money that was paying off. There wasn't any more, and as far as I know, the abandoned derrick is still there. And that was 20 years ago. Oh, I forgot to tell you something. That traveling block was right in front of my face when it broke loose. It was hanging by steel cable, 3/4-inch steel cable. And I saw that cable break right before my eyes. Looked just like a piece of string when you snap it between your fingers. I could almost see the fingers. You know what? There was something up there on the forward with me. And so a couple of days later, I came back. I don't know if there's anything in the world as desolate, as dismal, as dead-looking as an abandoned oil well rig. There it stands like a skeleton off on a deserted side road in the bare yellow hills surrounding it, and it's the deadest thing you ever saw. I sat in my car for a long time looking at it. Everything was just the way we'd left it. I looked in at the floor. The smashed traveling block was there alongside the rotary table. There was a little mutter of steam from the boiler. That was all. Then I heard a tinkle of something as it hit the ground alongside me. I looked around. There wasn't a soul in sight. But at my feet was the gold ring that Billy Grunwald and I had found in a core of rock that came from a mile underground and from 1,000,000 years ago in time. And I heard a little sound. The sound of a kid crying. And there wasn't any kid up there. And I heard it again, and it came from above my head, and I took out my revolver. I loaded it carefully. I started up the ladder to the forward. No, there wasn't anything up there, nothing I could see. There was a voice crying. The voice of a little kid. And then there was a movement behind the rack of drill pipes, and I saw the pipe move, and I yelled, "Come out of there, whoever you are! Come out or I'll start shooting!" And the stand-up pipe shivered, and I thought, what can it be that can handle that heavy pipe like jack straws? And then there was a crash. The whole stand of pipe fell over, and I just got out of the way in time. And I was alone on the forward board with the thing. But I couldn't see it. I felt the platform tremble under my feet again as something moved toward me. I fired 2 or 3 shots. And nothing happened. I started backwards. I knew it was following me because I could hear it meowing like a cat. My feet tripped over something. I saw it was a big can of red lead that somebody had left up there. Without thinking, I picked it up and I threw it at the sound, and it splashed. And there it was. And I wish the face of a little girl, frightened, crying with hunger and terror. Hands like a human being, and a finger missing from the left hand. And the body. Well, I'll tell you about that. I told you how I'm scared of spiders. But I knew where it came from. It had come from the bowels of the earth, come riding up on the drill pipe as we yanked it out of the well. Come to an alien world, and was lost. It stood there dripping with red paint, blood red from head to foot like some horrible dream. And it put its hand on my arm. Its hand was stone. Living, moving stone. And it looked into my eyes and mewed like a lost kitten. "20 years ago, I discovered many things about it, what it used for food, that it was deaf, that it was invisible and couldn't see people when it was invisible, that if you sprayed it with mud or paint, or grease paint, makeup, then it could see people. And believe me, I didn't want to see its body. I can see that in my nightmares. But its face, I can't help wanting to see that pathetic little girl face. I'm afraid maybe I've fallen. But it's very beautiful. And when it's well made up, it's... But making it up, rubbing grease paint on a stone face that looks at you and smiles, and it makes sounds like a lost kitten yet. I can disguise the body in long dresses. She can't hear very well, and when she's hungry, I have to stay out of her way. I found out what she likes to eat, remember? No, sit still. Sit still, do. Sit still or I'll have to shoot you. I want you to meet my wife. Or rather, my wife wants to meet you. Mike. Mike! There she is. Come on in, dear.
The title of tonight's Quiet Please story is The Thing on the Furble Board. It was written and directed by Willis Cooper and featured Ernest Chappell.
And Dan Sutter played Billy Grunwald. Pat O'Malley was Ted. And Cecil Roy was also a member of the cast. As usual, music for Quiet Please is played by Albert Berman. Sound by our good friend Albert April. Now, for a word about next week, here is our writer-director, Willis Cooper.
Well, I'm reasonably sure that all the characters in tonight's stories were completely fictional. At least I, for one, hope so. Next week, the story is called Presto Changeo, I'm sure.
And so, until next week at the same time, I am quietly yours, Ernest Chappell.
Okay, I thought it was going to get less scary, but I don't think it has yet.
What was that?
I don't know, but he was describing this horror.
Now, I've been on some bad dates.
If I still had goosebumps to bump, they would be bumping right now.
So, I don't even know where to go with that.
Yes. We should distract ourselves with an all-American pastime of the sport ball.
Absolutely.
We could do a sports podcast. It'll be great. How about that Mickey Mantle? He's a great football player.
He absolutely is. He makes all the three-pointers.
Oh, yes. He throwing strikes from half court. It's
Absolutely.
amazing.
Now, you don't actually need to know anything about sports in order to have a sports ball podcast.
No,
correct?
absolutely not. What you need to know to have a sports podcast is how to eat a lot of elk and sell vitamin supplements.
And strangely powerful flashlights.
Yes,
Seems to be a
oddly
thing.
powerful. We can call them military-grade flashlights.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So the next time you want to sharpen your skates so that your handicap is lowered and you can do great on those par fives while swimming, you need a military-grade flashlight. It only makes sense.
You need the B-59 Mega Flash 6000 to blind your enemies and light up your life.
Why are you chicken? Is that why you don't want it? Are you chicken?
Are you scared to have the power in your own claws?
That's fine.
Buy our flashlights at iceboxradio.org/live, where you can give us money and we might give you a military-grade flashlight.
And when we come back, we'll talk about how much we hate the Vikings secondary. Do you know what that is, by the way?
Yes, they're a terrible race team.
Oh, is that what that is?
Oh yes, they're so slow. They've never won the Piston Cup.
Oh, well, that's been owned by Lightning McQueen for several years.
Yes, it has. It really is a tragedy. But someday, some young up-and-comer will come around and steal that Piston Cup from under his nose, and the world of baseball will be a better place.
Absolutely. And maybe it will even be Michael Jordan.
Maybe. I've heard he is a good baller.
Yeah, I don't think we need to delve into his personal life on a sports podcast.
Of course, you're right. We'll save that for the next podcast.
I just think you should take off the LeBron James mask and admit who he really is.
It would be great.
I know
Anyway,
this is a controversial statement, but that's what they do on sports podcasts, I believe.
True. It's all about hot takes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And my hot take is I would like some Formula One alcohol right now,
Yes.
but we can't afford it.
High test.
So you need to go to iceboxradio.org/live and see about the many options there.
Yes.
So that you too can win a touchdown.
Yes. Go local team.
Igor, go and get me what I crave. Evening, Igor.
If you want a better orange soda, made with more natural orange flavor than ever before, try Shasta. It's got the bright color, the sweet smell, and the great taste of oranges. Shasta, it's the orange soda that can make anybody happy.
She ate him. Now that looks really involved.
That right there. Does it get better than that? Ladies and gentlemen, it does not.
Still bugs me, though. It's beautiful breakfast, and she's sitting there reading the paper. Come on.
That bacon gets cold too quickly.
The
That's
toast
a
is
nice pair of hydrangeas she's got there, too.
It is.
Oh, the flowers. Okay.
Shut.
Hi, I'm with the Boy Scouts. We're selling popcorn.
God.
Just your friendly neighborhood Avon.
Mother, who is at the...
It's the long, skinny arm of the law.
Hello, Mr.
Hello, Eugene.
Bully me in high school, will they? Well, let's see how they pay for these speeding tickets.
Kids are getting big.
Happy to hear it. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Thank you, Betty.
Sometimes I have to hold my hat here because I get very excited.
I'm here to ask you about Henry.
Henry?
Around women in wheelchairs?
Betty's Henry?
Ew.
Yes.
What about it?
He seems
Has
like
he
the
done
kind.
something wrong?
He'd
You
have a
know
type.
it wouldn't surprise me. I never liked him.
Writing
No.
anything.
He's gone missing.
How awful. But why would you come to talk to me?
His car is parked in front of your house.
It is?
Yes, he was last seen leaving his
forgot to
office
eat
at
the
the
car.
end of his workday yesterday. No one knew where he was going, but he never came home last night.
He did.
He was just delivering a meal on wheels.
Doesn't he live alone?
Yes, he does. However, we received a call last night from his secretary, Ethel. We don't generally go looking for people until 24 hours.
His last name Merman?
But she called again this morning saying he never showed up for work.
Trying to come up with an ethyl gasoline
night
reference. I got
from
nothing.
his secretary.
Yes.
How interesting.
Not really.
So we did a little
They're both
asking
consenting adults, man.
Betty's name came
That's how it works.
Now we're here, and so is his car.
And so is this
Well,
badge.
last night, Mrs. Crawford?
You know I was.
Of course, Mrs. Crawford. I'm sorry.
What I meant was,
Be thorough.
It's all right.
I always forget that I shot you after pulling over your drunk daughter.
Yes.
And you
Hence why you're in this wheelchair.
In
He's
a
making
court of law?
dots. He's making dots
And
on that
was
notepad.
Henry here at any point last
He's
night?
drawing that S.
Yes, he
That
was.
angled S.
Betty and he got into a fight. They were shouting at each other. I could hear them through the walls.
What were they fighting about?
Betty suspected he had strayed. She confronted him. He got angry. He called it off and stormed out of the house.
And then what? Did Betty pursue him?
No. She came to my room and explained that it was over, and that she never loved him. She's better off, if you ask me.
All
She
right.
was just
Well,
using
do you have
him
any
for
idea
sex.
where he might have gone?
If he didn't leave in his car, perhaps he went for a walk to...
the Pine Barrens.
Emotions.
Sounds plausible.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
What is it?
It was dark when he left. If he did take a walk, there's a chance he could have ended up walking through the marshlands.
You're right. He could have.
The Mothmen are terrible
is
this time
correct.
of year.
Dangerous that can be.
He absolutely could have.
Mud. It's like quicksand. Quite.
They took away my real gun and gave me this
And
cap
Henry
gun.
was one to overindulge.
But what will he
on
do against the sucking mud?
Did she say sucking mud?
She did say
The
sucking
way
mud,
he
yes.
was carrying on last night, I wouldn't be surprised if he had a few too many before arriving.
Is he drawing Binky on that pad? What's he
I noticed that his eraser is worn down to the nub.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I do a lot of
slightest.
redacting things.
Well, thank you for your time, Mrs. Crawford. I'm
do you
sorry to
spell
have had to
sucking?
disrupt your morning.
It's quite all right.
That's
Fan
okay.
Lake
I
County
know.
Police Department appreciates your cooperation, Mrs. Crawford.
Of course. Anytime.
Of course, I work for the sheriff.
Deputy,
Your fly has been down the whole time.
despite my distaste for the man, I do hope you find him.
Indeed. Good day, Mrs. Crawford.
Indeed.
Good day, Deputy.
I get it, because she ate
She
him.
done ate him.
She ate him. Spit out his ring. He's wearing clothes and shoes and everything, and that's the only thing she spit out.
Yes, Mother? Did you need something? Have you ever met Henry's secretary? Ethel? Yes. What does she look like?
Way hotter than me. Billy Joe, get out of there.
God, she looks so good in fuchsia. I'm just furious with rage.
I think we have that chair upstairs.
If I slither silently, I'll never be. Oh, crap. Don't move. Their vision is based on movement.
It's a slee stack.
I demand to know who you are and what you are doing in this house.
I'm gonna have to light a bitch up.
Tell me now, or I swear I will use this.
I will go all Second Amendment on your ass.
If only I knew how these things worked.
Well, at least we know why the guy liked her.
Because he gave her a pearl necklace?
No, because they're both confused by flashlights.
I was just.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold
I was
on.
assured this was a self-defense flashlight. Why didn't it work?
Aren't we friends? I think I messed this up already.
Jesus.
Help me, Jesus.
Did I leave the
Help me,
oven
white
on?
Christian Jesus, please. You're the only one that can stop the lizard lady.
Meanwhile, in a church basement in Wisconsin.
Yeah, they got a portrait of her. This is a confusing mythology. Well, other than the Lizard Queen, a very nice Weber grill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could have a great little cookout on that there.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you can just the kids can go play in the marshlands and the sucking mucks.
Yeah,
You know, guys, this is a marsh, but that doesn't mean we can't have proper arboreal maintenance here. Look at those trees. That's some really good tree tending there.
I was going to say, you might worry for this girl, but that's Billy Joe Cohen. She's a Wisconsin girl. You bet she could run through the woods in heels.
I just need directions to the Gap.
The Gap in what?
Hey, it's me again. Wouldn't it be freaky if I appeared in front of you again and again and again?
How many of those are there?
Every breath you take, I'll be watching you.
Please, I don't know what you want.
Yeah, well, neither do we, really.
Tell me what you want.
What you really want.
I want to suck your blood. No, wait. Wrong monster.
Am I worth it?
That was Billy Joe Combs.
Yes, it was. That poor, beautiful creature cut down in her prime in the woods.
It takes a Wisconsin girl like her to know how to run in those woods, in those heels. Yes, in those heels.
Have you tried that? It's difficult.
Well, I don't like to say.
Come on now. You can be honest here. It's just us and the rest of the world.
Maybe we could do a podcast about that, because it was a very, well, to be honest, I was a little frustrated on the dating scene at the time.
So we're rolling back to true crime on that.
Well, no. But they were very frustrated on the dating scene, so I was trying some new things.
I see, yes. Dating can be difficult, which is why we're bringing you our brand new podcast, 667 Tips to Get That Man and or Woman You Want in Your Life immediately.
Absolutely. So you need to subscribe now, punch that button on the YouTube, as well as visit our Patreon, which we haven't set up yet. But you'll want to go to iceboxradio.org/live, and we'll set you up with Billy Joe Combs. No.
Yes, we'll put you in direct contact, possibly.
Yes. She's not doing anything. She's been killed off in the movie. But what dating advice do you have for a warlock who wears size 8 heels?
Well, dating tip number 1.
Yes?
If your lady has a forked tongue, that's not your lady. That's the Queen of Snakes.
Oh, I don't know about that.
well,
can't she be both?
Well, you know what? If you think that you are worthy of the Queen of Snakes, you are not worthy of the Queen of Snakes. That's tip number 2.
This is easily as complicated as actual dating.
I know. That's why there's 665 more of these tips to go.
When you should subscribe on wherever you get your podcasts, although I would strongly recommend typing them in by hand.
Yes.
011011110.
Some of us can't really type with our hands anymore.
You can do binary with those. That's
true.
That's one.
I type in Morse code these days.
You look like George R.R.R. Martin there with the boom, 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 back and forth.
But luckily, I have iceboxradio.org/live saved in my favorites, so I can simply click on them with one claw.
Absolutely. And that is what you should do now, because we are still raising funds to get this wonderful new podcast, 667 Reasons Not to Die Lonely and Tragic.
I think you may have put a personal spin on it there, but
That's
know
true.
what? We'll roll with it because it's a great title.
That's fine.
Tip number 3. If your man looks that greasy, he is that greasy.
Even I have standards.
Yes.
And that's the line right there.
Yes, which apparently Billy Joe's character did not.
Well, that's sad in doing. But you know, it's tough. It's tough for the ladies out there, which is why you should listen to our podcast. 600 and something. You've heard it before.
600 yada yada to blah blah blah.
Absolutely. What you should remember is iceboxradio./live.org. I did that backwards. And all the other
Flip
things.
that, reverse it. iceboxradio.org/live to give us money and free your wonderful riffers who have been riffing this movie that we had.
Now,
I locked them up to make them do it again.
Absolutely. But we have a special treat for you next.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, when we come back from commercial, you're going to see and listen to a brand new radio play from the Icebox Radio Theater, which they created in prison. Some of the best writing takes place in prison, our prison.
I know. It's like being actually terrified in real life.
Absolutely.
Gives you the inspiration to write terrifying literature.
Absolutely. Caleb Silvers and Tanya Milosevic star in Sweep.
Oh, I heard they did a fantastic job.
So you want to stay tuned right after you go to iceboxradio.org/ L-I-V-E. L-I-V-E.
L-I-V-E.
And subscribe to one of our 3 podcasts, please.
Subscribe to all of them.
Absolutely.
Now.
Hi there, this is Jeff Adams from the Icebox Radio Theater, coming on with a special message for those of you who maybe haven't heard of us before tonight. The IBRT is a non-profit theater group based in International Falls, Minnesota, USA, dedicated to creating great original audio entertainment in all genres. If you go to our website, iceboxradio.org, and click on the podcast link, you'll find over 300 plays divided up into genre-specific podcasts, and the listening is always free. Feel like a laugh? Check out the Laugh Track for the best in comedy. If you enjoy science fiction or fantasy, the podcast for you is Tales from the Rack. And looking for something a little more long form for those long car trips? May I suggest our very own sci-fi comedy series, Radio Icebox. 3 complete seasons now available. And of course, for everything having to do with the spooky season, we have over 50 plays of our horror podcast, Frozen Frights. That's iceboxradio.org. Click on the podcast link to start listening for free today. And happy Halloween, everyone.
Frozen Frights.
New Audio's Theater of Suspense and Terror. Now on Icebox Radio.
Could you not?
Sorry?
That noise. Could you please not make it? It's been a really...
No, I get it.
It's been a traumatic day.
I understand, sir. Sorry. A habit I have when I'm thinking.
Thank you, officer.
I just need a little bit more for my report, and then I'll get out of your hair.
What do you need?
Just to hear it again. Just to make sure I have it right. You're in town to visit Barbara Peterson?
Sort of.
Sorry?
Barbara Peterson is my grandmother, but she's been in a coma for 5 years. She's just upstairs in the intensive care ward, but she can't really visit.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
You've been staying in her house on 3rd Street?
Yes.
So why are you in town?
Oh, I'm the executor of her estate. She has a living will. I'm here to see to things.
She on life support?
Yes.
So you're here to...
Yes, execute the living will.
Right. What changed?
Sorry?
You said she's been in a coma for 5 years. Why are you doing this now?
Oh. My mother passed away recently, leaving me as the sole heir. Mom and I could never agree on what to do about Grandma.
You're staying in her house. The house on 3rd Street.
You already asked that, and yes.
And was it in the alley behind the house where the accident took place?
Sort of.
Pardon?
It was in the alley, but it wasn't behind the house. It was down at the end, away from the house. There's a telephone pole.
Right. How fast were you going when you hit the telephone pole?
I don't know. Pretty fast, I think.
Speed limit in the alley is 15.
Huh.
Think you were going faster than that?
I really couldn't say.
You were what?
I was distracted.
Distracted by what?
Ryan, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Did I drift off there?
I hope not. Aren't you driving?
Well, yeah.
Then please don't drift off.
I miss having you next to me on long car trips.
Don't make me feel more guilty than I already do.
You're right.
I want to be there.
No, I wasn't thinking. Forget I said that. The doctor said bed rest, and that's where you should be. How are you feeling?
I felt a kick today.
That's great.
I know. First time in 2 days. It was... My thoughts were getting pretty dark until I felt that.
Do you need me to come home?
No, I'm fine. I'm good.
But if you're feeling like you need me there...
No, it's just the hormones running hot and cold. Every little thing is setting me off.
I can turn right around and be home by tonight.
No. When the baby comes, you'll have even less time to do this, trust me. Best to get it out of the way now.
Okay.
You get to town, you talk to the doctors about your grandmother, and then we deal with that. And in a couple of weeks, we welcome our son.
It's the circle of life.
Exactly. You decided about our house yet?
No, I'll have to see it first. I could list it for the sake of listing it, but the market is so depressed in this town. I don't know it'll do any good. And besides, we really should clean it out first and do...
Okay, there's time, okay? You don't need to do everything at once.
Thank you. I hope to have a surprise for you when I get back.
Oh, hope to?
Well, surprise for him, anyway.
What is it?
You'll just need to wait.
I have had it up to here with waiting. Give.
Nope.
Ryan.
No, you gotta wait. Besides, it's something of my grandfather's. He hid it in the house, and I'm not sure I'll be able to find it this time.
He hid it?
Years ago, yeah. Grandpa was big on treasure hunts. This will be cool, trust me.
It better be. Hey, call me if you need me, okay?
Will do.
Ryan, seriously, you were right. Your mother was wrong.
Your mother kept her on the machine all these years?
Yes.
You didn't agree?
Well, it's expensive. Thing was, my mom died of cancer. Her last few years were expensive, too. If we'd executed the living will, there would have been resources for her. My mom, I mean.
So while your grandmother was in a coma, your mother was dying and wouldn't do anything about it?
She said she wouldn't sacrifice another life to save her own. So she just let the cancer take its course.
This bothers you.
She would have been a grandmother herself in another couple of weeks.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Boy or girl?
A little boy. My wife would be here with me if she wasn't on bed rest.
Her first?
Yeah.
Pretty standard for a first. Bed rest, I mean.
Yeah.
Good thing she wasn't in the car with you, huh?
What?
The accident. Good thing your pregnant wife wasn't in the car with you when you plowed into the telephone pole?
Yeah.
May I ask, when did your mother pass?
What?
Your mother. She passed away a while ago?
4 months.
Okay. Why the wait?
What?
The wait. Why did you wait to come and take care of this until now? I mean, your wife was a lot less pregnant 4 months ago.
I suppose it just seemed too soon after Mom dying.
Oh. Is that all?
Well, I don't like that house.
What's wrong with the house?
Nothing, but...
Go on.
I have some bad memories. Something about that place always tore me up when I was little.
Tore you up how? Did something happen?
No. Yes.
Which is it?
Nothing happened. It's just... I saw something once. Playing in the basement. It's one of those old, dark storage basements. No rumpus room, is what I'm saying. Purely practical. I thought I saw something. I was about 8.
What did you see?
I can't really remember now. I just remember that feeling, the fear, and the pee running down my leg.
So it was something frightening.
Do you believe in ghosts, officer?
Yes.
Wow, no hesitation in that answer.
Should I have?
Well, I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in what I can see, not what I feel.
And you didn't see a ghost?
I don't know what I saw. I just know that every time I'm in that house, I feel like I can see it again. Through the corner of my eye, in a shadow. I've never seen anything anyplace else. I'm not clairvoyant or sensitive. Just that house. It's like it's haunted only for me.
Halloween headlines presented by Bartzi.
Our gory top story, terrifying trends in costumes. 2007 is the year of the pirate. Crowd favorite movies and the always popular funny costumes for him and hot costumes for her. And superheroes everywhere agree, eBarts.com buries the competition's prices.
And now for your werewolf weather, we've got howling highs and growling lows heading towards all locations of
Bartzi.
Good night and pleasant nightmares.
In a Weeble's haunted house, Weebles wobble all about, and it's a real exciting place to be. A smiling ghost with glowing face has a secret hiding place, and that's not all, there's plenty more to see. Cause a Weeble's haunted house is a great place to be. Weeble's haunted house, including glow-in-the-dark Weeble ghost from Romper Room.
I don't know what I saw. I just know that every time I'm in that house, I feel like I can see it again. Through the corner of my eye, in a shadow. I've never seen anything anyplace else. I'm not clairvoyant or sensitive. Just that house. It's like it's haunted only for me.
Tell me about the house.
Sorry, what?
The house. What kind of condition is it in now?
Well, son of a... What difference does that make?
I'm just trying to get a picture of things. Figure out what happened. How much stress had to do with this.
Stress? I don't believe this. I don't have any stress.
New baby on the way, dealing with the loss of your mother, your grandmother. Sounds like there's plenty of stress.
Yeah, well, I take it one day at a time.
Still, you've got a good driving record. That alley is well lit. I'm trying to figure out what might have caused you to drive like you did.
Are you there?
Yeah, just arrived.
You said you'd call.
I'm sorry, babe. But seriously, I opened the door.
Sorry, You said you'd call.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's just... I'm in the house.
And?
Well, we've been paying for someone to come in and clean. Mom sent a check every month, and this place looks... horrible.
Oh, no.
Dust everywhere. I'm in the kitchen. It smells weird. Oh, God.
What is it?
There's garbage in the garbage can. The kitchen garbage. It doesn't look new.
Ugh.
Exactly. I don't even know if I have that woman's phone number.
Who was she?
Just a friend of my grandmother's.
So, total loss?
I don't know yet. I'm probably just overreacting. It's just dirty, is all. Nothing was covered up, so all of her things are under a layer of dust.
I wish I was there.
No, I really don't think you do.
Why not?
You hate cleaning.
True, but that's not why I want to be there.
You okay?
Just tired of being pregnant and feeling needy all the time.
Hey, you know...
Can't even go on a simple trip without my stupid hormones screaming you'll never come back.
Mia, I love everything about you, including your stupid hormones. But they should really shut up now.
I know, right?
Hey, I completely forgot. I got a surprise for you.
You said the treasure your grandfather hid?
Not that. Do you have your laptop handy?
Yeah. It's on the nightstand. Why?
Go on, open it up. Is it open?
Yeah.
See the icon on the desktop that says Kid Finder?
Yeah. is this?
Well, it's just a little present I got for you. I installed it before I left. Double-click it.
Okay.
What's it doing?
It's loading up looks like a map?
Right?
Oh, hey! It's the town where you are.
Right. Now zoom in as far as you can.
Okay, zoom. Oh my god.
What?
I can see the outline of the house, and the little map pin is sort of toward the back.
Right, because I'm toward the back. Okay, now, watch this.
Oh my! Did you just walk out the back door?
Yep.
The pin is you?
My phone, yeah. You can see where I am in real time.
Oh. But Ryan, can't find her?
Okay, hey, the ones designed to spy on your teenagers had the best reviews.
Ryan, just...
What? What's wrong?
This is the most thoughtful thing. I mean, why aren't you here? So I can... damn hormones.
It's okay. It's okay.
Stupid, thoughtful husband who's not here to hug. Why aren't you here to hug?
Should I come home?
You would, wouldn't you? You drive all the way home tonight.
Oh, you know it.
It's not helping.
Should I come home?
Of course not. Thank you for the app. It's a big help.
Just don't watch me when I'm in the bathroom.
No promises.
You gonna be okay?
Yes.
Ah, I'm glad. Oh, and one more thing. I put a gallon of cookies and cream in the freezer.
Oh god, yes. Okay, talk to you later.
Wow. Oh, excuse me. Sir? Do you have a minute? Excuse me. I'm Gladys Peterson's grandson. It's about her house. We've been paying a cleaning lady to come in and it doesn't look like she's been here. Have you seen anyone come around?
Did anything unusual happen at the house after you arrived?
Unusual? Excuse me. Can I talk to you, please?
Anything. Anything that might cause stress.
Hey, excuse me. Could you turn around?
Anything strange.
No, nothing. Excuse me. Look, I just want to... Ah! 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 Jesus.
Morning.
Good God, are you awake?
Have been for hours. Turning into a morning person, I think. You sound terrible.
Just some nightmares.
What?
Nightmares. I had the weirdest dream.
Want to talk about it?
Why didn't you want to tell your wife about your dreams?
Not really. I just want to get some coffee and head to the hospital. I don't know. I just have to get some coffee.
Why'd you call?
I didn't want to worry her. I just wanted to hear your lovely voice first thing.
Aw, that's sweet.
What were you dreaming about?
It doesn't matter.
Humor me.
You think this might be the stress that caused my car accident?
What did you do next?
What?
You woke up from the nightmare. You talked to your wife. What did you do then?
I looked around the house some. The sun was up, so it was easier to get a look at things.
Why didn't you go talk to your grandmother's doctor?
That was later.
But you told your wife that's what you were doing, right?
I meant that was later. I didn't... Why are you asking me this?
Never mind. So you looked around the house.
Yes.
What were you looking for?
My grandfather, he loved treasure hunts. When I was a kid, he told me he hid a bag of buffalo nickels somewhere in the house. I searched for them a lot over the years, but I could never find them.
Buffalo nickels?
Old coins, kind of collectibles, but not super valuable.
When did your grandfather die?
About 7 years back.
How do you know the coins are still there?
I don't. It's just this is something I wanted to get for my son. Maybe I'll hide them somewhere when he's old enough to go treasure hunting.
How old's your son?
0. My wife's very pregnant.
Oh, so you're talking about...
Yeah, the son we're expecting, yeah.
Okay. So, did you find them?
The nickels? No.
Oh, dang it.
I found something else. Oh, what the hell?
What?
It's not important. It's got nothing to do with the accident.
I'd still appreciate it if you told me. You never know what might be significant.
Well, they were letters.
What letters?
Just a bundle of letters I found in the basement, up in the foundation behind a loose brick.
Hidden letters?
Yeah.
What were they?
I don't really want to go into what they...
Again, I'm not sure what might have significance regarding your accident. I need to know everything.
I just don't think this has anything to do with it.
Let me decide that.
Am I under oath?
No, of course not.
Am I under arrest?
No, you're not. I'm just trying to understand why you got into an accident. The 24 hours before it happened are very important. So why don't you just tell me what was in those letters?
Jesus. They were to my grandmother from another man.
Were they romantic in nature?
Actually, I described them as fairly graphic.
How old were they?
They seem to go back years. The newest was like 1983.
You read them all?
No. Skimmed, more like.
That was kind of an invasion of your grandmother's privacy, wasn't it?
I guess so. But, well, she could have gotten rid of them, but she hid them instead. Maybe she wanted them found.
Your grandmother is unresponsive, I take it?
Yes, she has been for years.
So you did go to see her that day?
Your attorney came by. Left these papers for you to examine.
Thank you.
It all looks fairly straightforward. Sign these, get them notarized. We have a notary in the administration office. And we will suspend treatment.
You're sure the machines are keeping her alive?
Yes.
So when you unplug everything, it will be instant?
Hard to say. Her system hasn't had to exist on its own for a very long time. I would think that her muscles and organs have atrophied to the point that, well, it should be close to instant.
Does anyone ever read to her?
I beg your pardon?
Visitors. Do visitors come in and read to her?
Oh, no. You're her first visitor in over a year. And we're a little short on volunteers at the moment. They tend to focus on the patients that are responsive.
Right. Could I read to her now?
Oh, of course. I'll give you some privacy. And when you're ready, these papers will be right here.
Thank you.
The IBRT's Threadless store is now open. T-shirts, hoodies, even phone cases and protective face masks are now available at our very own merch outlet, iceboxradio.threadless.com. Choose from the IBRT logos, Scoop Sisters, Funny in a Small Town, Frozen Frights, and more. Then choose your merch, clothing for men, women, and kids in a variety of colors, accessories including buttons, stickers, mugs, and tote bags. Even notebooks and skateboards are available, and every sale helps the Icebox Radio Theater continue to bring the Northland's stories to the world. That's the Icebox Radio merch store at iceboxradio.threadless.com or just visit iceboxradio.org.
Could I read to her now?
Oh, of course. I'll give you some privacy. And when you're ready, these papers will be right here.
Thank you. Hello, Grandma. It's Ryan. I came because, well, I found something of yours. These were in the basement.
Why'd you do it?
I thought you might like to hear them one last time. Remember these? They were from someone named Bradley.
Why did you read those to her?
This one starts. Dear Gladys, I can't get you out of my mind.
She couldn't even hear you.
The smell of you, the taste of you. I'm going out of my mind. Our tryst yesterday morning will be with me until the day I die. Why won't you leave him and come to me? He can't make you happy like I do.
It seems...
Cruel?
Yeah.
I know. If you don't leave him soon, I swear I'll just go through with it. Wait, scratch that. I just need you. I need you as soon as possible. I quit my job so I can be there for you whenever you want me.
So why did you do it?
I don't know. Remember these, Grandma? There's a lot of them. Pretty detailed, too. Your side piece really knew how to screw, didn't he?
Wait a minute. You said the guy's name was Bradley?
Yeah.
Huh.
What is it?
Oh, it's just... Your grandmother's place is that big white one on 3rd Street, right?
Yes?
When I was little, there was a messy suicide next door. A guy named Bradley Lassard stood out in his backyard and blew half his face off with a shotgun. I actually saw the body.
Oh, God.
It's not a big deal. My dad was chief of police, and he knew I was interested in the work even then. Used to let me come along on calls all the time.
Blew off?
Yeah.
Was it his lower jaw? The whole bottom half of his face was missing.
How'd you know?
Do you remember if it was winter?
Yeah, December.
Fresh snow?
Yeah, I remember because we found a broom next to the shotgun. It looked like he had just swept the walkway clear.
He had.
What's that?
Nothing.
My dearest Gladys, I can't stop thinking about you. I don't know what you think of me, but I believe we can make a go of it. I know you probably think our relationship is purely physical, but not for me. For me, you are the stars and the moon. My dearest Gladys, we have but a few moments this week, and I appreciate that.
I'm sure you do.
But I have to feel myself inside you. The perfume of your breasts is like nectar to me. I know you think this is just running, but it isn't. Not to me. I have to feel... Dearest Gladys, I know the truth. I know your husband came back from the service. Half a man.
God damn it. This is Ryan.
Yes, hello, this is Dr. Hayes. We spoke at the hospital earlier.
Yes.
The administration cleared the paperwork without any issues. This is to let you know I turned off your grandmother's life support as of 10 minutes ago.
Oh. Well, did she...
Not yet. I'm very surprised to tell the truth. She has a heartbeat and respiration is present, but both are very weak. I can't see this lasting long at all. There might be time if you wanted to come down and...
No, just let me know when it happens.
Oh, of course. Good night.
Good night.
Damn it. He's not there. He's not there.
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the phone right now, so leave it.
No.
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the phone right now, so leave it.
Come on, Mia, please. Please, I just have to...
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the
come
phone
on.
right now, so leave it.
What? Oh, that's impossible. I just charged it. No. Damn it, he's not there. He's not there. He's not. Oh. Hey. Hey, you. Hey. No. No, don't turn around. No.
Who was he?
Who?
The man next door. The man with the broom.
Don't you know?
No, we haven't talked about the neighbors.
He's not a neighbor.
Who is he, then?
He was a neighbor, Bradley Lessard.
Bradley Lessard died 30 years ago.
Committing suicide with a shotgun in his backyard after sweeping the walk.
That's right.
That's who it was, Bradley Lessard.
You mean a ghost?
I don't...
That's what you mean. You mean a ghost.
I don't know what I mean. I just know what I saw.
What'd you see?
A man, dressed like it was 1975, sweeping his walk. A man in khakis and a button-up shirt. A working man. My grandfather used to dress like that when he was working out in the shop.
Mine did too.
The buzz cut, work boots, white undershirt under the button-up.
Olive drab slacks, like he was still in the army. A lucky strike dangling from his lips.
Right, you know.
I know. Why do you think the man was Bradley Lessard?
Because when he turned to face me, his face was gone below the nose. There was gore dripping down the front of his shirt. Then he tried to speak through the hole that was left, but couldn't. He just made wet sounds.
What happened next?
That's the really weird part. I woke up.
So you were dreaming?
No. You don't understand. I woke up outside. It snowed last night, remember? I woke up on the ground in about 3 inches of fresh powder. It was after 8. That thing with Bradley next door was over 12 hours earlier. It got down to about 15 last night. You want to explain how I can be out in the elements in that kind of cold and not die of hypothermia?
I don't know.
Well, that's where I was. Hey.
Ryan, oh thank God!
What's wrong?
What's wrong? I've been calling you all night. I kept getting voicemail.
I'm sorry, my battery died.
I called you 10 minutes ago. Did you just plug it in?
I'm sorry, I just woke up.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, yeah. Just didn't sleep well.
What happened last night?
What do you mean?
I mean, this stupid phone app.
What?
The stupid Teen Finder or whatever it is. Ryan, what did you do?
What do you mean?
The little pin, that's you, right? It moves in real time? But it never stopped moving.
What?
The pin on the map. It just headed in a straight line, north. There's a big lake near there, right?
Yeah, Rainy Lake.
I watched you head straight across it. I mean, do you have a boat or a plane?
No, I was here all night.
I don't understand. The pin just headed north into Canada. You would have crossed over the border.
Right.
It just kept going until you were 300 or 400 miles north of the border. 10 minutes ago when I hit refresh and you were back at the house, that's when you finally answered your phone. Ryan? Ryan?
App must have malfunctioned. Try reinstalling it.
Ryan, I don't...
I gotta go. I really need to shower.
No, wait. Hold on.
You believed her?
Yeah.
It could be the app malfunctioned.
It didn't.
How do you know?
I just do. I don't know what it means. I don't know if I was flying. I don't know if I really headed north. I just know it was true. I was someplace else. I wasn't lying in the snow all night. I was on the move.
And the man next door? The man with the broom and half a face?
He was with me the whole time.
But you don't actually remember any of this.
I told you. Bradley turned toward me, and I blacked out before I saw his face. Then I woke up in the snow 12 hours later.
So lost time.
What?
Lost time. Like in UFO abduction cases.
You don't believe me.
Don't believe what? That a ghost took you flying across Rainy Lake? No. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that. I do believe, however, that you were under a lot of stress, and that between being away from your wife and finding those letters, you had yourself worked up into a hysterical state, and while in that state, you drove into a telephone pole.
Someone's come for a nutritious breakfast.
What? Hello, my name is Boo. Let me finish. Booberry. My ghostly good blueberry-flavored cereal, Booberry, is part of this complete breakfast.
Booty Blueberry. Frankenberry's got strawberry-flavored marshmallows.
Count Chocula's got chocolate marshmallows. But I've got blueberry-flavored marshmallows.
Frankenberry.
Count Chocula. And Booberry.
Cool costume, Ronald.
Show off.
But the McNugget buddies need costumes too. We don't want to be chicken on Halloween.
May I? You wanna be frightened, wanna be scary, wanna be something wildly hairy.
But you don't wanna be chicken hook on Halloween.
Anything you want,
Anything you dare.
it all depends on what you wear.
Twins.
But you don't wanna be chicken on Halloween.
Now you tell me.
I do believe, however, that you were under a lot of stress, and that between being away from your wife and finding those letters, you had yourself worked up into a hysterical state, and while in that state, you drove into a telephone pole.
That's what your report's going to say?
That's what my report's going to say.
Well, I'm sure my insurance company will be very glad to hear it.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Yes.
Okay. What is it?
You need to hear the end. You need to hear how it all wound up. I was sleeping in the house. I must have slept right through the day because it was dusk outside. When I got goose flesh right up my spine, I had that feeling, you know, that you were being watched. When I woke up, there was someone in my room. Someone standing at the foot of my bed. The room was dark. I couldn't see who it was. It seemed like a woman in a long nightgown.
Who?
I don't know. It was dark. This is Ryan.
This is Dr. Hayes, the hospital.
Yes?
Your grandmother is gone. I'm very sorry.
Yes.
There are arrangements beyond?
No, just do what the will says.
Very well. I'm sorry, Ryan. She's in a better place.
That's when the figure turned around and slowly walked out of the room. I got up to follow her, and she wasn't there.
Where?
Anywhere. I couldn't find her anywhere in the house.
What happened then?
Then?
Yes. You searched the house for the person you'd seen, and then what did you do?
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the phone right now, so leave it.
I tried to call my wife.
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the phone right now, so leave it.
Did you get through?
Hi, this is Mia. Can't come to the phone right now, so leave it.
No, it was weird.
What was?
It was like I didn't really expect to get through. The light in the kitchen was kind of weird too. Everything was tinted green. And then, of course, there was the sweeping.
What sweeping? I
told you. I heard sweeping outside, just where Bradley Lassard had swept off his walk before he died. I heard sweeping.
Did you look out? Did you see him?
I didn't look out.
Why not?
Because it changed. It changed. The sweeping was coming from inside the house now. Whatever he was in the house. In the house where he'd met with my grandma who knows how many times. He was in the house again. And so was she. She had to be. That had to be who I saw in my bedroom. The woman in the white nightgown.
You were distraught. You were imagining things.
It can't be.
Why not?
What happened next, that's why not. While I was standing there, standing in the kitchen, listening to that infernal sweeping sound coming up from the basement, a canister of sugar leapt off the shelf right in front of me. Fell right on the floor, right at my feet. Half of the sugar fell out, and I could see that there was something else inside.
What?
A little bag. A little cloth bag. And it was full of buffalo nickels. That's when I heard it. It was coming up the stairs. I had to get out. I ran. I left my stuff. I left everything and I just ran. I got to the car. I was safe. I was in the car. I was just going to drive. Just drive away and go back to Mia and my life. And they could bury Grandma and all of her secrets. And they could burn down the house for all I cared. I just had to go. Go now. Get away. I shouldn't have looked back. I shouldn't have looked back.
You looked back?
I could see two figures on the back porch. They were staring at me. A woman in white. And a man with half a face.
And then what happened?
I woke up here.
Right.
I'm sorry. I can't remember more.
That's okay. That's plenty. You should rest now.
Yeah. This is... What part of the hospital is this?
Oh, don't worry. They'll take care of you.
It's just this bed.
Don't worry. I got you. Just lay down flat. I'll take care of everything.
I'm confused.
You're fine. I've done this 12 times. It's no big deal. You just lay back and I'll close the drawer. And that'll be the end.
My wife is pregnant. It's our first.
Yes. She knows what happened.
I have a bag of buffalo nickels.
It's okay. I'll make sure your son gets them.
We were going to have a treasure hunt when he was older.
Right. I have to close the drawer now.
You promise? About the nickels?
I promise.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Did you, get what you needed?
More or less. I need to sign out, right?
Yeah. Hey, could I ask you a question?
What?
Why do you do this? Come in and talk to them like this.
It helps me work things out. Think through it all. Trick my dad taught me.
That's right. Your dad was chief back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was into unorthodox things like this.
Unorthodox?
It's just not very normal. Interviews like this. Not normal procedure.
Well, he was different. We're all a little different in my family.
Sure. Yeah. Well, have a good one.
You too.
County Morgue. This has been Sweep from the Icebox Radio Theater. Written and directed by Jeffrey Adams. It starred Caleb Silvers as Ryan, Scotta Turner was the police officer, Tanya Milosevic was Mia, and Ayla McIntosh played Dr. Hayes. Post-production and sound design by Jeffrey Adams. This program copyright 2021 by the Icebox Radio Theater, which is solely responsible for its content. Funding made possible in part by the voters of Minnesota through a grant from the Minnesota State Arts Board, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. iceboxradio.org.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So he was dead all along. This show Sixth Sensed us.
It did. We've been M. Night Shyamalama ding-donged by it.
We've been Bruce Willis.
We've been bamboozled.
It's a yippee-ki-yay, and I can't say the rest. It's a family show.
True. We wouldn't want to get taken off of the internet.
It's terrifying.
It would be a horrible thing. But, at least it's over.
At least it is over. That is absolutely.
We don't have to worry about it.
Oh, good God.
Good Lord.
What is going on?
No, it's one of the brooms that's attacking.
It was fine.
Oh, Lord.
God.
There's more of them.
Oh, God. There's added mops.
Oh, my God. They've teamed up with the mops, their natural enemy.
I had no idea it was this terrifying.
God. We'll be right back after this bit of Queen of Snakes stand on.
IceboxRadio.org.
No,
live.
Help
my
gills.
Back. Get them, Rupert. Get them.
Strawberry shortcake umbrella.
I left my gun in your bathroom.
Queen of Snakes. Okay.
Mother? Yes.
I think your escort is here.
The stripper you hired.
Deputy.
Anyone here celebrating a birthday?
Unfortunately, there is.
Oh,
I can't get my hat off.
In the woods near Henry's house, we found the body of his secretary, Ethel.
Oh, dear. How dreadful. Could this somehow be related to Henry's disappearance?
We believe so.
So sad.
Yes,
Were
just
you aware that Henry and Ethel were involved?
No,
And do you know how to iron a shirt?
Everybody knows Betty and Henry have been going steady since last year.
My shirt was too starched, and now I can't put my arms all the way
I
down.
told you he was no good.
Yes,
Didn't
Mother.
I tell you?
You did tell
I told her.
Betty,
Let me handle
were you
this.
aware of this?
He was cheating on you, and you knew.
I was very much aware that Henry had been cheating on me. The other night he stopped by and we fought about it and he stormed out. And after that, he and I were no longer an item.
Wow, she talks just like my wife.
And I really
We
didn't
were
get
two
upset
items, scanned separately at the register.
Then I went to KFC to stock
Really?
up for the week.
Like tears in the rain.
All right. I'm sorry to do this, Betty, but I'm gonna need you to come down to the station to answer a few questions.
What? Why?
Now you wait 1 second, Deputy.
There's no need to worry.
Deputy?
I really don't know how to use
Everything is going to be okay.
Deputy Hayes.
Please stay out of this, Mrs. Crawford.
Excuse
Not actually a
me?
Now,
deputy.
Betty,
just
I'm
got
going
the
to put your
uniform that
hands
goes
behind your
around.
back.
Mother? It's all right, dear. I will handle this.
For your safety, I'm going to handcuff you now.
Unhand my daughter at once.
You need to stay out of this, Mrs. Crawford.
Mother? Eugene Hayes.
That's Deputy Hayes to you, Mrs.
Almighty Isis.
My daughter was not involved in the death of Henry's
If you say so.
Your daughter was not involved in the death of Henry's secretary.
Ethel,
You
played
will
by
never
Billy Joe
ask her
Cohn.
any questions about the matter.
I will not try to sell you any more popcorn.
She is not
Or
the
the
suspect you
antimatter.
are looking for.
She is
Someday I'll be a real Eagle Scout.
You can go about your business.
I can go about my business.
Yeah.
And I'm spent.
You wouldn't hurt an old woman,
Huh.
would you?
The only time I ever use these is with the wife.
Wow.
You know, to keep her from taking
Movie.
the pocketbook down to Harlan's boutique. Lord knows she doesn't need any more dresses.
Somehow that's more disturbing than
kidding,
the
of
sex
course.
thing.
I prefer her
All
naked.
right. Sorry to bother you.
I'm
folks.
kidding, of course. Women don't have
Have
rights.
a fine evening, Mrs. Crawford.
So seriously, he
Betty.
handcuffs his wife to something so she won't
Milady.
go shopping?
For more dresses.
Ha ha.
It's the Ferengi way of life, I believe.
Yeah, pretty much.
What in heaven's name was that?
Don't you bring heavens into this?
Mother!
I'm
Mother?
so
I'm fading
hungry.
quickly. Ring the bell.
Tie your mother down. Tie your mother
Yes,
down.
attorney, she's been unconscious for several hours. This is all right for power of attorney?
Meanwhile, in the royal palace, Queen Elizabeth awakes from her nap.
We are not amused.
By this
Four
watch clock.
score and seven. Yeah, sorry.
What is this thing?
It's mine. Give it back.
Been sitting here for
How
3
were
hours
you
holding
able
it
to
like
do
this.
what you did?
It's
Boy, when
mine.
she wakes up,
Give
this will
it.
be a real great way to start this scene.
It's mine.
Mother.
Please give it back.
Gimme.
I need it.
Mother.
Give it back.
Heavens.
No. Don't have a rag.
Yes. It's precious to me.
She has been waiting
I
for this
need
moment
it.
for
No.
years.
You don't.
I do. I really do.
No.
Betty.
Mother.
Betty, sweetheart.
Darling.
My beautiful
Baby.
child.
You were adopted.
Give it back to me.
No.
You are the worst daughter ever.
Oh, yeah.
Do you understand me?
No.
The worst.
I think Lizzie Borden was very good.
That's true.
3 years from now, she'll be
Yes, I
diagnosed
do.
with BPD
Not
and
only
put
did
on
your
medication to
drunken
handle the
mistake
mood
destroy
swings.
my entire life, but you have lousy taste in men.
And clothes.
No
it's
kidding.
no wonder why Henry cheated on you.
How dare you?
Well, you know, Mom,
wait.
Dad walked out on you. Hey.
Henry cheated on you
Prettier than
because
you
she has
anyway.
bad taste in men?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me
It's
the
like a
amulet.
snake eating its own tail.
Oh.
It all makes sense.
Well, I hate you too.
Booger, booger,
Well,
booger.
I'm glad we agree.
Your father didn't give me these pearls.
So what, Mother?
They were from a
hers.
sailor.
Whose? You know
It was
who I'm
Fleet
talking
Week.
about. Hers.
Who are you talking about?
The girl.
Give me the amulet and I'll
Judy Dench.
It was
Either
the
you tell me
one-armed
now,
man.
or I swear to you, you will never see this thing again.
You wouldn't dare.
If I
Shove
put it behind my back.
Nobody has an amulet. Can we see the amulet?
No, 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 come back. Please, I'll tell you. Please,
Just
come closer.
promise we'll get the urban cheese.
Mother.
Pretty please.
With the Queen of Snakes on top?
This is her chance. Just walk out of the house and keep going.
That's not possible.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Okay, how?
I took them from her after I killed her.
No, Mother, you didn't. You couldn't have.
I swear. Please give
Why won't you believe my admittance of murder?
No, Mother.
I turned into a magical snake. You have to believe me.
Wow.
Well, in a couple minutes she'll tire herself out, and I'll just,
Maybe
get
I
on
want
with
grilled cheese. I don't know.
I'll have
Somebody
a
like
Queen of
cutting,
Snakes.
cutting sheet metal next door.
And the Academy Award goes to...
Did I leave the oven on?
Yes. Did I leave the drill press on?
I really should get my car looked at.
No, wait.
Oh God, am I free at last?
Is she finally dead? Did she have the stroke I've been waiting for?
Safe.
Not me. My hair is gray. I'm completely sane.
Mrs. Crawford, what in heaven's name is going on?
They told me the hat's malignant.
Well, is this true?
No, my mother is having...
It's made out of crunch berries.
I am not. An episode of what? Please, Mrs. Davis, call
An episode of Matlock. Just get out, get out, get out, get out.
Mrs. Davis.
Why would I need to call the police?
There's no need. My mother is simply not feeling well tonight, and sometimes she gets a little confused. That's all.
I am not confused, Mrs. Davis. Betty killed Henry's secretary. Excuse me.
I did no such thing.
And worst
The
of all,
person I've never heard
I
of.
swear to it.
and worst of all, she's been dyeing my hair gray.
She killed that woman, and she's threatening to kill me.
Shut up, Mother!
Young lady, how dare you speak to your mother like that? No respect. No respect.
No respect.
Damn millennials.
Leave now, Mrs. Davis.
You can't. Please don't. I will do no such thing.
Leave.
See? My daughter's marbles are gone. Please help me.
Help her
My
find
marbles.
them. My God.
They're gone.
That's what they made my hat out
Mrs.
of.
Crawford are coming with me.
No, she isn't.
No.
No.
And who's going to stop me from taking her? You.
Yeah?
Maybe not just me, but me and the Queen of Snakes.
Nosferatu.
So she's a vampire snake?
Oh, wow.
Take two and call me in the morning.
That was awesome.
Oh my God, that felt good.
God.
I can see why you don't want to give this amulet up. Oh my God, Mom.
Ow.
Snake Eyes, she gets to roll again.
Can you help that my foot was in the door when you closed it?
Yeah, you know, the cast trained for this scene for 6 months like The Matrix.
Stop it. Let
They
go.
learned 3 forms of martial arts apiece to do this. Only to not use any of them.
Man, this weather's so strange lately.
Oh.
The sequel to the Power Rangers you never knew you needed.
Zordon! What do we do? They're fighting over the power amulet, Zordon!
Green Snake Ranger.
Make a wish.
Now they'll be like boyfriend, girlfriend. Each one will have a piece.
Who got the bigger chunk of the wishbone?
Best friends.
BFF.
Sorry.
You are not excused.
Mother?
Please really be dead this time.
I take it.
Where am I?
Why is it so
Mother, this
dusty
is your
and
room.
cobwebby and spidery?
What's with all these Afghans?
Oh my God, I can't feel my legs.
There it is. Mother? Yes.
Mother?
You are my mother.
No way.
That's
What is mother?
impossible.
You're far too ugly.
Because I have no idea who you are.
I smell a sequel.
Well, we
Did leave the oven on.
Well, Mother, we have that in common. I also have no idea who she is.
This handshake sealed their contract forever.
The end.
Hooray!
Question mark?
Oh, come on. Question mark. Question mark.
Question mark?
What happens next? Do they become fast friends? Does Betty convince Mother?
Guys, that movie was off the scale.
Grub.
That is my favorite character, right? Michael Kaiser.
Zordon leads the Power Rangers. Zordon.
Who's the real snake in this movie? Yay!
Christopher.
Well done, Chris.
Written, directed, and edited, and produced, and associate produced.
Paid for by viewers like you. Thank you.
Writer, director, editor, producer, special visual effects, website, sound recording, editing effects, promotions, props, costume sets, digital media, authoring, casting, transportation, art graphics, locations, damn it.
Everything you say.
I hate when the credits scroll by too fast for you to read off what everybody did.
Leela Wright didn't really pull her weight on this movie. Jeez. One thing. Caleb Frank, Mitchell Gonzalez, Brett Highgard, Alice Mim, Daniel Mim, David Mim, Elliot Mim.
Then Gandalf the Grey, and Gandalf the White, and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight.
Filmed on location at multiple homes of your great aunt.
Avery Guerrera did publicity. Good job, Avery.
This movie also available in Esperanto.
No one knows why. Yikes. Okay.
Is my name in there somewhere?
Adrian, Ben Doran, Toby Eagle, Deanna, why did I have to be Snakes Flynn? Jedi Jedi Cole Houston.
Joe Outlaw.
The Jedi Cole.
Sean Shadow Wolf Shakowski.
Scott, may I take your photo van?
Bob Johnson.
Oh, no. Never answer yes. Well, that's Queen of Snakes.
That was Queen of Snakes, and that was our riff for this Halloween. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I hope y'all had a good time. I know we did.
And thank you so much, Christopher Mam and the Memverse, for allowing us to do this to their movie.
You all have a frightful holiday.
No hard feelings, huh?
No. Ooh.
Whoa.
She's having a hard feeling.
She found a Queen of Snakes somewhere.
Yeah.
It was the alto didgeridoo.
You know, guys, I was really happy to hear no snakes were harmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ancient or otherwise.
Unfortunately, one secretary was.
Okay. QueenofSnakes.com.
Queen of Snakes.
Queen of Snakes.
Well,
Look.
Halloween. Did it again.
Yeah, we did it again. We've managed to fight off the brooms as I had their natural kryptonite, the dustpan.
Absolutely.
So we'll be fine now, and I don't think they can hurt us anymore.
But if I were you, I'd find all the brooms in your house and just toss them out into the street. No, better yet, break them up. Wait, don't do that. Remember that documentary starring Mickey Mouse?
Oh, right. They'll come to life and they'll flood your house.
Absolutely.
They're working with the mops now, you know.
They are working with the mops. It's kind of an organized crime mafia, and you can learn more about organized crime in our true crime podcast. Mops? Question mark?
Yes.
Now available on iTunes.
Mops,
which
the
doesn't
killer
exist
in
anymore.
the Mops, the killer in your home, our new documentary series.
Well, this has been far more challenging than I thought it was going to be.
It has been.
Yes, I didn't expect the broom attack. That was the problem.
No, that was something I don't think we could have planned that if we tried.
No, you just never plan on inanimate objects slapping you around from off camera.
No, you don't. But what you do plan on is that everybody has been very generous at iceboxradio.org/live.
And they
giving
thank
to
you.
us yet again.
They thank you, and we thank you, and we're going to slip away now into the night and wish you all a very happy and safe Halloween.
Ooh.
Seriously, watch out for the brooms.
Yes.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're together. Brighter than a lucky penny when you're near. The rain goes, disappears, dear, and I feel so fine just to know that you are mine. My life is sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. That's how this refrain goes. So come on, join in. Everybody, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is sure to come your way when you're in love to stay.